2025 그리스도 TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 8월 3일 일요일 오전 12시 10분입니다. 영어 성경을 읽고 있습니다. 이번 시간은 구약 성경 사무엘하 8장 1절부터 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. And after this came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them, and David took out of the hand of the Philistines, and he smote Moab and measured them with a line, casting them down to the ground, even with 2 lines measured he to put to death, and with 1 full line to keep alive. And so the Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts. David smote also Hadad Eser, the son of Rehob, king of Soba, as he went to recover his border at the river Euphrates. And David took from him 1,000 chariots and 700 horsemen and 20,000 footmen, and David hold all the chariot horses, but reserved of them 400 chariots. And when the 3 also of Damascus came to succor Hadad Eser, king of Soba, David slew of the 3 also 220,000 men. Then David put Geri's sons in Syria of Damascus, and the 3 also became servants to David, and brought gifts and preserved David wheresoever he went. And David took the shields of gold that were on the servants of Hadad Eser, and brought them to Jerusalem, and from Beda and from Berode, cities of Hadad Eser, King David took exceeding much breath. When Doi, king of Hamad, heard that David had smitten all the host of Hadad Eser, then Doi sent Joram, his son, unto King David to salute him and to bless him, because he had fought against Hadadezer and smitten him, for Hadadezer had wars with Toi, and Joram brought with him vessels of silver and vessels of gold and vessels of brass, which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord with the silver and the gold that he had dedicated of all nations which he subdued, of Syria and of Moab and of the children of Ammon and of the Philistines and of Amalek and of the spoil of Hadadezer, son of Rehob, king of Soba. And he put Kerry sons in Edom throughout all Edom. Put he Kerry sons, and all they of Edom became David's servants, and the Lord preserved David whithersoever he went, and David reigned over all Israel, and David executed judgment and justice unto all his people. And Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was over the host, and Jehoshaphat, the son of Ahilud, was recorder. And Soba, the son of Ahidub, and Ahimelech, the son of Abiadar, were the priests, and Sariah was the scribe, and Bonaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was over both the Kerethites and the Perizzites, and David's son were chief rulers. And David said, is there yet any that is left of the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake? And there was of the house of Saul a servant whose name was Siba, and when they had called him unto David, the king said unto him, art thou Siba? And he said, thy servant is he. And the king said, is there not yet any of the house of Saul, that I may show the kindness of God unto him? And Siba said unto the king, Jonathan, that Jonathan has yet a son, which is lame on his feet. And the king said unto him, where is he? And Siba said unto the king, behold, he is in the house of Machir, the son of Amiel in Lo-Tubar. Then King David sent and fetched him out of the house of Magil, the son of Ammiel, from Lo-Debar. Now, when Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, was come unto David, he fell on his face and did violence. And David said, Mephibosheth, and he answered, Behold, thy servant. And David said unto him, Fear not, for I will surely show thee kindness for Jonathan, thy father's sake, and will restore thee all the land of Saul, thy father, and thou shalt eat bread at my table continually. And he bowed himself and said, What is thy servant that thou shouldest look upon such a dead dog as I am? Then the king called to Ziba, Saul's servant, and said unto him, I have given unto thy master's son all that pertained to Saul and to all his house. Do therefore, and thy sons and thy servants shall till the land for him, and thou shalt bring in the fruits that thy master's son may have food to eat. But Mephibosheth, thy master's son, shall eat bread always at my table. Now Ziba had 14 sons and 20 servants. Then said Ziba unto the king, according to all that my lord the king has commanded his servant, so shall thy servant do. As for Mephibosheth, said the king, he shall eat at my table as one of the king's sons. And Mephibosheth had a young son whose name was Micah, and all that dwelt in the house of Ziba were servants unto Mephibosheth. So Mephibosheth dwelt in Jerusalem, for he did eat continually at the king's table, and was lame on both his feet. And it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanun his son reigned in his stead. Then said David, I will show kindness unto Hanun, the son of Nahas, as his father showed kindness unto me. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servants for his father. And David, the servants, came into the land of the children of Ammon. And the princes of the children of Ammon said unto Hanun, their lord, Sing kissed to that David those honor thy father that he has sent comforters unto thee. Has not David later sent his servants unto thee to search the city and to spy it out and to overthrow it. Wherefore Hanun took David the servant and shaved off the one half of their beards and cropped their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return. And when the children of Ammon saw that they stank before David, the children of Ammon sent and hired the Syrians of Bet Rehob and the Syrians of Soba, 20,000 footmen, and of King Maaga, 1,000 men, and of Ishi top 12,000 men. And when David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men. And the children of Ammon came out and put the battle in array at the entering in of the gate. And the Syrians of Soba and of Rehob and Isdorf and Maaga were by themselves in the field. When Joab saw that the front of the battle was against him before and behind, he chose of all the choice men of Israel and put them in array against the Syrians, and the rest of the people he delivered into the hand of Abishai, his brother, that he might put them in array against the children of Ammon. And he said, if the Syrians be too strong for me, then thou shalt help me. But if the children of Ammon be too strong for thee, then I will come and help thee. Be of good courage, and let us pray to men for our people and for the cities of our God, and devoted to that which seems him good. And Joab drew nigh, and the people that were with him unto the battle against the Syrians, and they prayed before him. And when the children of Ammon saw that the Syrians were prayed, then prayed they also before Abishai, and entered into the city. So Joab returned from the children of Ammon and came to Jerusalem. And when the Assyrians saw that they were smitten before Israel, they gathered themselves together, and Hadadezer sent and brought out the Assyrians that were beyond the river, and they came to Helam, and Sobak, the captain of the host of Hadadezer, went before them, and when it was told David, he gathered all Israel together and passed over Jordan, and they came to Helam, and the Syrians set themselves in array against David and fought with him. And the Syrians brought before Israel, and David slew the men of 700 chariots of the Syrians, and 40,000 horsemen, and smote Sobak, and smote Sobak, the captain of their host, who died there. And when all the kings that were servants to Hadadezer saw that they were smitten before Israel, they made peace with Israel and served them. So the Syrians appeared to help the children of Ammon anymore. And it came to pass after the year was expired at the time when kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Rabbah, but David tarried still at Jerusalem. And it came to pass on evening tide that David rose from off his bed and worked up the roof of the king's house. And from the roof he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. And David sent and inquired after the woman, and one said, is not this Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite? And David sent messengers and took her, and she came in unto him, and he lay with her, for she was purified from her uncleanness, and she returned unto her house. And the woman conceived and sent and told David and said, I am with a child. And David sent to Joab, saying, send me Uriah the Hittite. And Joab sent Uriah to David. And when Uriah was come unto him, David demanded of him how Joab did. And how the people did and how the war prospered. And David said to Uriah, go down to thy house and wash thy feet. And Uriah departed out of the king's house, and there followed him a mess of meat from the king. But Uriah slept at the door of the king's house with all the servants of his lord, and went not down to his house. And when they had told David, saying, Uriah went not down unto his house, David said unto Uriah, came thou not from thy journey? Why then didst thou not go down unto thine house? And Uriah said unto David, the ark and Israel and Judah abide in tents, and my lord Joab and the servants of my lord are encamped in the open field. Shall I then go into my house to eat and to drink and to lie with my wife, as thou livest and as thy soul lives? I will not do this thing. And David said to Uriah, tarry here today also, and tomorrow I will let thee depart. So Uriah abode in Jerusalem that day and tomorrow. And when David had called him, he did eat and drink before him, and he made him drink, and at even he went out to lie on his bed with the servants of his lord, but went not down to his house. And he came to pass in the morning that David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it by the hand of Uriah. And he wrote in the letter saying, set Uriah in the forefront of the hottest battle, and retire from him, that he may be smitten and die. And it came to pass when Joab observed the city, that he assigned Uriah unto a place where he knew that valiant men were. And the men of the city went out and fought with Joab, and there fell some of the people of the servants of David, and Uriah he died by it also. Then Joab sent and told David all the things concerning the war, and charged the messenger, saying, when thou hast made on end of telling the matters of the war unto the king, and if so be that the king's wrath arise, and he say unto thee, wherefore approached ye so nigh unto the city, when ye did fight? Knew ye not that they would shoot from the war? Who smote Abimelech, the son of Jerubbaal, said, did not woman cast a piece of a millstone upon him from the wall that he died in the best? Why went he nigh the wall? Then said the servant Uriah, he title is dead also. So the messenger went and came and showed David all that Joab had sent him for. And the messenger said unto David, surely the men prevailed against us and came out unto us into the field, and we are upon them even unto the entering of the gate, and the shooters shot from off the wall upon thy servants, and some of the king's servants be dead, and thy servant Uriah the Hittite is dead also. Then David said unto the messenger to the shoulder to say unto Joab, let not this thing displease thee, for the sword devour so one as well as another, make thy better more strong against the city, and overthrow it, and encourage to him. And when the wife of Uriah heard that Uriah, her husband, was dead, she mourned for her husband. And when the mourning was past, David sent and fetched her to his house, and she became his wife and bare him a son. But the thing that David had done displeased the Lord, and the Lord sent Nathan unto David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing save one little ewe lamb, which he had bought and nourished up, and it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and of his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was come to him. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man, and he said to Nathan, "As the Lord lives, the man that has done this thing shall surely die, and he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity." And Nathan said to David, "Thou art the man that says the Lord God of Israel, I anointed the king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul, and I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's waves into thy bosom, and they gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah, and if that had been too little, I would moreover had given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from the house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. This says the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy waves before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy waves in the sight of this son. For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel and before the sun. And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, the Lord also has put away the sin. Thou shalt not die. How bitter, because by this deed thou hast given greater occasion to the enemies of the Lord to blaspheme the children also that is born unto thee shall surely die. And Nathan departed unto his house, and the Lord struck the children that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick. David therefore sought God for the children, and David fasted and went in and lay all night upon the earth. And the elders of his house arose and went to him to raise him up from the earth, but he would not, neither did he eat bread with them. And it came to pass on the seventh day that the children died, and the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead, for they said, behold, while the child was yet alive, we speak unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead? But when David saw that his servants whispered, David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore David said unto his servants, is the child dead? And they said, he is dead. Then David rose from the earth and washed and anointed himself and changed his apparel and came into the house of the Lord and worshipped. Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat. Then said his servants unto him, what thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive. But when the child was dead, thou didst rise and eat bread. And he said, while the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, who can tell whether God will be gracious to me that the child may arrive? But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. And David come to Bathsheba, his wife, and went in unto her and lay with her, and she bare a son, and he called his name Solomon, and the Lord loved him. And you fought against Rabbah of the children of Ammon, and took the loyal city. And Joab sent messengers to David and said, I have fought against Rabbah and have taken the city of waters. Now therefore gather the rest of the people together and in camp against the city and take it rest. I took the city, and it be called after my name. And David gathered all the people together and went to Rabbah and fought against it and took it. And he took their king's crown from off his head, the weight whereof was a talent of gold with the precious stones, and it was set on David's head, and he brought forth the spoil of the city in great abundance. And he brought forth the people that were therein, and put them under swords and under harrows of iron and under waxed of iron, and made them pass through the brick kiln. And thus did he unto all the cities of the children of Ammon. So David and all the people returned unto Jerusalem. 사무엘하 12장 31절까지 영어 성경으로 읽어보았습니다. 다음 시간은 사무엘하 13장부터 읽어보겠습니다. 이번 시간은 여기서 종료하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.